Welcome back to the CVU Show. I'm your host, Leah Roush, and today we've got a great show for you. The Spectrum Sleepout is an annual event put on by Spectrum Youth to help shelter homeless youth in Vermont. The Spectrum Sleepout is a fundraising event where community members volunteer to sleep in tents or sleeping bags outside for the night at the school in order to raise money and awareness for homeless youth in Vermont. Taking place on the 21st, each individual must raise $50 in order to sleep out at CVU. We had an interview with Harper Doris about the Sleepout, and let's go take a look at that now.
Hi, I'm Delia, and I'm here with Harper to talk about the Spectrum Sleepout. So, Harper, what is the Spectrum Sleepout?
Spectrum Sleepout is an event run by a lot of schools in Vermont, including CVU, and it's to raise awareness for the homeless.
And where's the money donated?
The money is donated to an organization called Spectrum Youth and Family Services.
And how should someone get involved in the Sleepout?
To be involved in the Sleepout, you have to raise $50 with money that goes towards the Spectrum Youth and Family Services. Mm-hmm. And you can register online or you can register at the lunch tables today.
Cool. And what are people doing while they're at the Sleepout?
At the Sleepout, there's going to be campfire and s'mores, fun activities, food, snacks, maybe a movie. But for the most part, you're just going to be in your tent hanging out with your friends, maybe on the mats outside. So yeah, it's a fun time.
Yeah, that sounds fun. And lastly, what kinds of things should people bring if they're attending?
You should bring anything you would bring to a sleepover, like toiletries, a sleeping bag, pillows, blankets, and maybe some snacks and a water bottle.
Cool. That sounds like fun. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us, Harper. The day after the Sleepout, on Friday the 22nd, there's no school for advisor conferences. The Film Club conducted an Oscars prediction ballot last week where you could fill out a sheet with your picks of the nominees of who you thought would win this year's Oscars. There were a total of 86 entries, and the winner, who would receive a $30 gift card from the Majestic Theater, with 16 out of 23 correct, is Leo LaForce. This is Leo's second straight Oscar win. Congratulations, Leo. I don't know how you do it. And now let's go to Harleen with CVU Sports.
Hey CVU, and welcome back to this week's sports segment. I'm your host, Harleen. The CVU Winners sports season is coming to an end. Recently, both the boys and girls varsity hockey teams were eliminated in playoffs. Boys ended their season in the second round with a score of 3-2, and girls in the first with a score of 4-1. Boys varsity basketball had a semi-final playoff game against BHS, ultimately losing the game with a final score of 59-56. We finished the regular season with a record of 18-4 and made it to the Final Four for the 5th year in a row. Girls basketball made it to the championship game last Wednesday after defeating Rutland in a decisive game, 46-20. In the championship game, Samara's layup paired up with Merrill's clutch foul shot with 26 seconds to go sent top-seeded CVU to a hard-fought 38-33 victory over number 2 seed St. Johnsbury for the second back-to-back Division I crown. Congratulations! In alpine skiing, both the CVU girls and boys teams won the state championships, with CVU placing first overall. Congratulations to everyone who competed. Lastly, CVU varsity gymnastics made it to the state championship meet, coming in second, losing only to Essex. That wraps up our winter season report. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Harleen. If you're registered for a spring sport, please check your email. If your well exam is expired or soon to expire, or if you do not have one, you were emailed. You'll need a valid well exam in addition to your registration in order to participate in a spring sport. Did you know that March 15th is also known as the Ides of March? For more on this, here is our CVU special correspondent, Frankie.
Salvete CVU, Georgius Francus Filerus sum et hodie Ides Martius est. Hodie ante hos 2068 annos in Senatus Romanus Gaius Julius Caesar interficiebator. Multum post annum poeta Britannia, qui nomen William Shakespeare erat, fabula notissima scriptavit. Haruspex in illa fabula Caesar monuit ut Aedius Martius caviset, et on illa die necabator. Kaiser vir notissimus erat, multas res ut Roma incravissit facientis et imperium Roman creavit, quem postea ab eus Nepos Augustus regnavit. Illum totum est ad teum studium redeo.
Et tu, Frankie? Thank you for your video. Sophomores, if you are a newly or soon-to-be licensed driver, you are not allowed to park at CVU. If you receive a parking violation between now and the end of the school year, you will not be allowed to participate in the junior parking lottery this spring. And now we have an interview with Claire the Bolt with the CVU Show's Faculty and Staff Spotlight.
Hi, I'm Eva Mazer, and I'm here interviewing the Faculty Member of the Week. So who am I here with today?
Hi Eva, I'm Claire Tivo. I'm the special educator up in the Chittenden Corps.
That's awesome. So can you tell us a bit about the Penguin Plunge?
Yeah, so the Penguin Plunge happened earlier in February and is a fundraising event for Special Olympics Vermont. The money goes towards unified programming in high schools across the state, and it also goes towards Special Olympics events for older adults. Our unified basketball team is starting up this week, and I believe their first game is April 2nd.
Wow. So what is your favorite part about being a teacher here at CVU?
My favorite part of teaching at CVU is being able to connect with all of the students. I especially like that about the Corps, that I get to know a group of the 9th graders so well.
Now, if you worked in a different Corps, what Corps would you want to work in?
I think if I worked in a different Corps, I'd want to work in Snelling, so I could work with one of my friends who's down there, and I feel like they have comparable amount of fun to Chittenden.
And as a paraeducator, if you could have a more intense teaching role, what role would you want?
I would want to teach history. That was the other pathway that I took in college, so if I wasn't doing what I'm doing now, I would want to teach history.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for coming out with us.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time to talk with us, Claire. Waitsfield and Champlain Valley Telecom is sponsoring a contest for high school juniors. One high school student from the school will be selected to receive an all-expenses-paid field trip to Washington, D.C. to participate in the Rural Youth Tour that runs from June 3rd to June 7th. Students will join more than 100 other high school students from rural communities all across the United States. The Apple Vision Pro glasses were recently released, and here with a review is the CVU Show's own Noah Cohen.
Hello CVU, I'm Noah Cohen, and I'm here to talk to you about the Apple Vision Pro. It just so happens I have my own. It's been a crazy experience. It was released on February 2nd of this year and priced at $3,500 without accessories. I've added the optical lenses for $150, which is it's really immersive. A classmate of mine tried it, and she said it was just like being on an iPhone. The multitask abilities honestly make it more fun. In my opinion, one of the best parts about it is what it can do. Everything you could do on an iPhone, right on the Apple Vision Pro, except YouTube and Netflix. My classmates agreed it did poorly. If it was front heavy, it can make you nauseous if you use it for too long. It doesn't work well in the dark or in the backseat of a car. Future developments are trying to reduce the price, because $3,500 is kind of crazy. This should take place in the next 18 months. But knowing technology companies, the next generation will become smoother. Overall, it's an amazing toy with 2,000 apps specifically made for it. See you in the next reality.
Green Mountain Boys State is a leadership development program for rising high school senior boys sponsored by the American Legion of VT. The program will be held at Norwich University from Sunday, June 23rd to Friday, June 28th. And finally, this Sunday is St. Patrick's Day. Here's a CVU special St. Patrick's Day video.
Hi, I'm JD here with the CVU Show, and today we're going to be giving out St. Patrick's Day candy.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Chocolate. Yep. Yes. You want some candy?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Do you want some candy?
Oh, yes, please. Thank you.
You want some candy?
Sure, I'll take some candy. Is this green stuff candy?
It's chocolate ones.
Yes, definitely. Thank you.
You guys want some candy?
Sure, thank you so much. Is this chocolate?
Yes, chocolate. Do you want some candy?
Thank you. I'll take one for later.
Do you want candy?
Yes, I want the candy.
Take it.
Thank you.
Bye. You want some candy? Candy coin? Actually, no. Thank you, JD. Yeah, happy birthday. Here you go. What? Yeah. I do remember. The last time you did that? Yeah. You guys want some? 1 and 4. Yeah. Do you want some candy? It's for the CVU Show. Have you heard of it? I have. Oh, damn. Yeah, you should watch the next episode that comes out soon.
All right. Thank you.
And that's our show. I'm Leah Roush. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, CVU. I'm Frankie Fiddler, and today is the Ides of March. 2068 years ago today, Julius Caesar was assassinated on the steps of the Roman Senate. Many, many years later, William Shakespeare wrote a famous play about it, Julius Caesar, in which a soothsayer warned Caesar to beware the Ides of March shortly before his assassination on the same day. Caesar was a very important person in history, doing much to expand Rome and more or less founding the Roman Empire, which would later be ruled by his grandnephew Augustus. Well, that's all from me. Beware the Ides of March, and back to you in the studio.